Hey guys, welcome to Dad's Dad. Today I'm going to be reviewing my Blackstone ProSeries 36-inch griddle. While I review it, I'm going to cook up a couple ribeyes here. Got them from Costco. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sear them on the Blackstone, and then I'm going to throw them in the cast iron that I have preheating in the Blackstone and toss them in the oven. Yeah, I figured why not take the time, review this. And I know if you're not new to my channel, you're gonna be like, this is a little different than what he usually does. And I figured I'd talk about some other items and how I use them and enjoy them with my family. So yeah, here we go. I'm obsessed with this grill, and it's not really a grill, it's a griddle, but I'm obsessed with it. I saw a commercial for it on television about a year and a half ago, not for this particular model, but for just the Blackstone flat tops in general. And I thought, wow, that's genius idea. I really would love to grab one of these. I feel like it would be so much fun to cook breakfast outside, and that was my main thought. Oh, breakfast. I feel like it'd be so fun. So once I decided on this particular model, I was like, I need this thing. I love it. I want to have it. It was so hard to find. I signed up on Walmart.com. I think that this model is exclusive to Walmart. Kind of just put down a 75-mile radius of Walmarts in my area and signed up, to get an email alert if they ever got one. Sure enough, a Walmart, 40 miles away from where I live, got two in stock and bought it on the spot and went and picked it up. It barely fit in the back of my 4Runner, but the box did fit, I have to say. And it's a huge box. It's super heavy. It took like three guys to help me get it in the back of my car, but we did it. So first and foremost, seasoning this bad boy was so much fun. I watched a ton of videos online and, took everyone's advice and just kept reapplying seasoning. I've had this griddle for a little over a year, and I have it on piping hot because I want to do some searing. It's basically burning everything off. I have my cast iron skillet on here warming up as well that I'm going to transfer into the oven just to kind of let it finish cooking once I'm done with the steaks. But I love this thing. I have cooked breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm going to put out some videos of me cooking some of my favorite dishes just so you can get an idea of how versatile this really is. The price, $4.99. I couldn't believe this was a $500 piece of equipment. It's just so well built. It comes with a paper towel holder, a little waste basket holder. If you're using a griddle, you already know how much paper towel you go through, but if not, be prepared. That's definitely something that you use a lot of. It came with these two drawers here, top drawer, kind of small, and big storage bottom drawer. Room for one propane tank in there. And it has this magnetic strip that you can kind of, hold on to utensils if you're not cooking with them. And that's pretty much it. I have only re-seasoned this thing once. So it went all winter. I opened it up, I scraped it down, put some oil on it, and she was ready to go. So I absolutely love this thing, and I can't say enough about it. All right, so let's throw some oil on this bad boy and sear some steaks. Got some oil on there, screaming hot. Put the seasoned side down, let these steaks get to room temperature. Like I said, I'm gonna finish them in the oven. They're super thick. They're like probably 2-inch steaks, maybe 1 3/4 ribeyes. But yeah, we're gonna get an awesome caramelized sear. I'm gonna give these probably 1.5 minutes and then flip them. All right. So I have my ribeye searing. You can already see golden crust on the sides. So I'm just going to give those another 20 seconds before I flip them. I just can't believe how well made this is and how strong the cold rolled steel flat top is. It just builds such a beautiful season on it, and you can literally cook anything on it. Like I said, my favorite thing to cook on this by far is breakfast. The wheels are sturdy, the locks are sturdy. I live in the Northeast in New England, and she survived the winter beautifully. I can't say enough great things about this. I gotta say, my favorite part about this is the price. I just couldn't believe how inexpensive it was. All right, I just flipped them. Got a perfect sear on the other side. I'm gonna oil up my pan, and carry over, cook it in the oven till these are all cooked through. My wife likes hers a little on the medium well side, and I like mine on the medium rare side. All right, so I just transferred these on over to the skillet. The skillet is up to temp, and you can see that this is going to continue caramelizing the crust on this meat. I'm going to pop this in the oven and get them ready for dinner. All right, bringing these on in from the Blackstone. Going to pop some butter and some fresh thyme on each one, and let them cook until the internals are where we want them. All right, now while my steaks are finishing, talk to you a little bit more about the Blackstone. I lowered the temperature down to low, and they have, I mean, this has such an awesome array of extras that you can get from Walmart that are so inexpensive. So I got some squirt bottles. I've got a this is like a steaming basket that I pop on top of food to like melt cheese or steam vegetables if I'm also roasting on one side and searing and steaming on the other. This isn't really like a dinner review. Like I'm just doing this to kind of show the versatility, where I'm not even doing a full cook on the flat top. I'm just using it for its searing. And some would say, why don't you just sear in your cast iron pan on the stovetop inside? Well, I have young children. I don't want the inside of my house to get super smoky. That's why I love this thing. I can sear both sides of the meat here, like completely, get a complete sear, pop it in the oven, and just have it finished there. And so it's just so versatile. I mean, like I said, I'll have some videos coming out of an example of a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. When I need to reseason it, I'll also make another video and blast it out. But I know Blackstone makes a ton of different series models, and I know that they're all super affordable. This, I don't think this is even the top of the line one. I think they make one that has an air fryer now and some other goodies. But this one is just so solid. It's heavy. It's so solid. Like I said, it's lasted a year in New England, and no rust or anything like that. So like my favorite part is the trash basket. Every time I'm done, I just run it inside. The tables, they're super solid, but when you're cooking at high heat and you have something plastic that is probably from here over, the radiant heat coming off of the flat top can make your little plastic bottles feel a little soft. So typically what I do when I'm doing a long cook is I will leave all of these items, let me just put this in here while I cook. And so if I have other seasonings or anything like that, I will leave it here. Now I will keep the drawer just partially open, and it does not impede at all with my ability to cook. I can stand here, do whatever I need to do on the flat top, cooking wise, and it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't get warm. I'll also put my rolls in there when I'm cooking. I'll put cheese if I don't want the cheese to melt, I'll put it in there, and just kind of like put my two pans or warming plates on either side. One thing I will say that's awesome is we were gifted when we got married a lot of Le Creuset ceramic serveware and things like that with lids. I will lean the ceramic up against the flat top and have the radiant heat transfer into the ceramic, and then keep things warm with the lid and bring it inside. All right, so I scraped all the excess seasoning and oil off from the steaks into the grease trap. And now I'm going to give it a wipe down with some water and paper towel. The great thing here is the water will steam up, help clean the griddle top. So let's do that right now. All right, that's what it looks like after one wipe down of water. Now time to apply some oil, wipe it down, and we're gonna be all set for the next cook. Super light amount of oil. That's all I'm putting on. Light coat of oil everywhere. I've got the heat cranked up again, and I'm going to have this oil burn off so I don't get any sticky spots. And once it's all set, I'm going to cool it back down and show you the finished product before I say goodnight to the Blackstone. All right, so it's been about a minute and a half. The smoking point has risen, and I'm pretty happy with the way the flat top looks at this point. I got a nice glassy finish. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to lower the heat to off, let it cool with the griddle top closed, come back out and show you the final result. All right, let's see. Still feel some heat coming off, but as you can see, flat top has a nice sheen to it. Super thin coat of oil that's been brought to its smoking point and calmed back down. And it's a little hot to the touch, but I could tell that it's gonna be nice and smooth and not sticky, which is what we're looking for. So I just pulled these out of the oven. The thinner one is registering at 137. Just been letting these rest in here, staying warm. Just basted them in the butter sauce and steak sauce, and I'm gonna slice them up. All right, so we just sliced into these and they look amazing. Can't wait to enjoy the dinner. So yeah, so that's the review on the Blackstone. I would highly, highly recommend it. It is an awesome, versatile tool. For the money, it can't be beat.